I've seen way too many young people die of suicide. Having a building, a cultural house, more art studios, just more opportunity can save lives. I really believe that art can save lives and art can heal.
Coming here to Nuuk, to Qaggiavuut, and all the other accessible places here in Nuuk, it's so needed. It's all suicide prevention.
Inuit are in need of mental health resources, and a performing arts center would be amazing for our territory to have a space to go to where it's safe, where you can learn your culture, where you can connect with elders.
We need a space like that to express ourselves. We need a space to be an indigenous culture. We need a space to practice who we are, because it's been taken away from us, and we deserve a place to be happy and to heal and to fight extinction. We're here and we're here to stay.
We're in Nuuk, Greenland, taking part of the Qaggiavuut festival, taking place in the Qaggiavuut, the culture center, and we're here to drum with other Inuit and connect and collaborate.
We have a very full week of seminars, circles to learn from each other and what drum dancing means to us. And then we're creating a show.
It almost feels not real to be here. The time is going by so fast. It's beautiful, the people are friendly. There's so much passion for drum dancing.
I'm so excited for that, to see all these Inuit practicing their traditions and drum dance.
Right now we're creating a collaboration with each other and combining our songs that have similarities. Coming here kind of makes it feel like we're lacking so much in Nunavut. We're very much behind.
Having a stage rather than performing in a room or a gym stage or like outside, even like in hotels.
We could only practice in a confined space, and it does get difficult, especially when we live so far away from each other. Having, for example, like an artistic director, a lights person, even people who does microphones, it makes a huge difference with sound, with how these songs are heard.
Back in 1997, Qaggiavuut was built, so it's 25 years ago. We opened this culture house, and it was built for cultural purposes and to have like a beautiful place to celebrate culture and to have a stage for both artists from Greenland but also artists from other countries to come and perform here in Nuuk.
You know, we have so many different songs, even though we're from across the sea and we're also in different countries. But as Inuit, we have so many different stories that have traveled and come from maybe the same origin, but it's just moving along. So while we're learning these songs from each other and hearing them from them, we find those similarities and we find that connection to build and the collaboration that we're creating here in Nuuk.
we empower ourselves when we get together. So when we get together and we're many, it reminds us that we have purpose. When you're a young person and you're learning about your culture and where you come from, it really builds confidence. It really gives you a sense of self. A lot of Inuit performers who have spoke this week have said, I do this for my well-being. I do this not to show off and prove anything to anyone, but really I do it for my well-being.
The drum has given me a sense of identity. It has healed a lot of trauma in my life. It's given me an outlet. It's an instrument, yet it is a tool. It is very special to me and I hold it close to my heart. I don't know who I would be or where I would be or if I would even be comfortable calling myself human if I didn't drum, you know? It comes naturally, it beats along with your heartbeat.
It has really brought another perspective for me to continue living, to see the opposite side of struggle. With that, I grew into the pathway of mental health and mental wellness and suicide prevention.
It can heal, it can bring truth, it can bring light, yet it could bring like a visual to hardships in life, and you feel healthy, you feel a lot lighter and happier when you drum and sing. And when you dance, it brings so much joy to everybody.
We have to remember where we come from. Because our reality today is that we have the highest suicide rate in the world among young Inuit. And a lot of young Inuit don't know where their power is. What happened with us? We were the strongest survivors in the world to now facing the highest suicide rate in the world. There are things that broke the Inuk, that took away our power. You know, my mother's generation being sent away to residential school. Parents lost their children to an education system. Missionaries telling us that we can't believe in our spiritual beliefs anymore or we're gonna die. The RCMP shooting the dogs. Hunters lost their power. You might as well have cut their legs off because they couldn't travel anymore. They say that that's when alcoholism started. There was a lot of damage done. Inuit, who were very powerful people and very independent and very sustainable without any outside help, were slowly losing their power.
There was a lot of shame tied to it and a lot of guilt. Residential schools.
The elders that taught us, they still knew how to sing because they were only told when they were children to stop singing or to stop dancing. You know, they couldn't make the choices that they wanted to in life. But now we're learning about what happened. And now we're becoming aware. And now we're looking at our choices differently. We need to help young people know that they have choices in life. The girls and the guys that are in the Qaggiavuut group, they have a strong sense of self. They're proud of themselves, so they can perform very easily in front of people because they're proud of themselves and they love to show what they've learned. This is very important in our Inuit society, and this is very important in the next step of taking care of our well-being as a society. We all have a voice, and we have to put pressure on decision makers to please invest in our young people and arts and culture in Nunavut and across Inuit Nunangat. When we remember where we come from and how strong we are, we're reminding ourselves that even if we don't want to, our ancestors are in our blood.
I believe that if there was a cultural center in Qaggiavuut or in Nunavut, that connection would be kind of rebuilt within an individual.
Always be proud of who you are and where you come from. We have so much to offer to the world, and we are young and we're here. We're making our place.